Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph, or HBAR if you will, and I am going to be addressing a little bit of the market before we really get into it, as well as letting you guys know about something on my website. So overall, let's refresh the market, and let's get right into it. So we do see the market is kind of just trading sideways a little bit here, just ranging between that 43K and 44K zone until we really kind of break above 44K. I'm not going to get too excited on Bitcoin. We'll most likely see that later on in this week. But from an overall standpoint, I think that everything looks fairly good in regards to stability. And even our best friend down here, HBAR, our lovely Hedera Hashgraph, is sitting at about 33 cents overall. Again, bouncing between that 31 cent and that 36 cent overall support and resistance zone. There's a few support and resistance zones around there, but overall, I'm not going to get excited on HBAR until we really officially break above 38 cents, hold it, and break above 40 cents. To really kind of range higher. So overall, the market has been sitting stable for what it is worth. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a lot about a few things in regards to NFTs, even Ethereum fees as well. And I want to address a few topics in this video on HBAR as well. So with that being said, before we jump officially into it, I'm going to address the Crusader Trading Bundle Pack for $50 on my website. Listen, guys, you do not need to purchase this, but I'm just saying this gives you guys a lot of my insights in regards to how I trade the market, my exit strategies, and also all that kind of stuff. So anything that gets released, if you pay $50 for this pack, any new products that come out moves this price up a little bit here and there, but all those products at this one-time fee for $50, you get a download link, and in that download link, all of these videos will be included, but also anything that gets uploaded onto the website will be included for free at no charge. So you pay $50 and you pretty much get a lifetime subscription to any product that gets released on this website, and that goes year over year. For anything that I release year over year, which I will be including a lot more passive income ideas like automated businesses and stuff like that that I do on a daily basis to really kind of generate passive income. All that stuff will be included on this website going forward. So with that being said, let's really kind of jump into things. So overall, I seen this today, and this actually made me laugh because it goes back to everything that we've been discussing on this channel in regards to HBAR, XRP, all these assets that are very cheap to move. And we do see here Bitfinex just paid $23.3 million in Ethereum transaction fees to send $100,000 worth of Tether, the future of finance, right? When we talk about this, we go all hand in hand on Uniswap fees. We talk about gas fees for minting NFTs. We talk about OpenSea and how much, transactional fees they actually accrued from Ethereum fees alone in regards to gas fees. And when we talk about that, I do have that right here. We're seeing, $6 million generated in 24 hours from gas consumption. That was just in August of 2021, August 30th, 2021. When we're talking about $6 million a day, okay, now that's just at the highest pinpoint, but that is roughly $2 billion. Say for so they only do half of that in fees every single day. That's still $1 billion in gas fees a year. Do you see the problem with Ethereum? You see why we can't utilize Ethereum for, NFTs and for these high-grade marketplaces, or even for finance alone? That is why when we talk about financial assets, we always go right back to our lovely friend Hedera Hashgraph, because it is scalable for what the future needs and for a lot of these major enterprise-grade companies. For an example, here is a video talking about Siemens, right? We talk about how they would need 100K transactions per second, or 100,000 transactions per second, to really have their demands being filled for their internal applications. That is 3.1 trillion transactions a year, and at a current HBAR price would create a demand for 1 billion HBAR. So why do you think the price of HBAR would have to be a lot more, right? Why do you think that we need a higher price per HBAR? Well, it's just more for the efficiency factor as well. In response to this, right, they would need 1 billion HBAR. But if it was Say for so 60 cents, they would only need half a billion, or if it was $6, they would need only significantly less, more and more as the price appreciates. That's why when we talk about even XRP, right, XRP's price would have to be even more for bankers and for these banking sectors to actually utilize the asset on a day-to-day basis, and it's a lot more efficient to move it when the price is actually higher, opposed to something like Ethereum or even Bitcoin, where the price gets higher and it uses more and more consumption of energy. With HBAR, you don't see that. Now listen in closely because this is very interesting.
The entities that will have the large use cases. I mean, I met with Siemens years ago. They said that they could envision 100,000 transactions a second, just Siemens, right? So if you think about where that is in 20 years,
And that is exactly the case right there. First off, he's talking about in 20 years. I understand that not all of us have 20 years to wait, and we won't have to wait that long. We're already working with major Fortune 500 companies. We're even working with Fortune 10 companies. And how many transactions per second do you think that they would need? How many transactions a year do you think that they will generate? We're talking about billions of dollars in revenue. Right now, currently, we only have about like $170,000 in transactional revenue grossed for HBAR, and that is from 2019. Okay, so overall, when we're talking about HBAR transactional data, there's not enough data flowing over the mainnet to really kind of influx to that major price just yet. But we do see a lot more things happening. For an example, we talk about NFT.com. NFT.com is going to be incredible, right? We do see here we've created an NFT marketplace, a profile-based marketplace where whether you're a collector of NFTs or whether you're an NFT creator, you will have a profile and also a place to sell NFTs. But NFT.com, for a lot of people, they don't think that it's that big. Okay? They don't think that NFT.com is going to be anything huge. But when we talk about it, right? Check this out. 200,000 people have opted in for the product launch already, drawing interest from some of the biggest brands in the world. And this is not a surprise to me at all. Okay, when we talk about this, we also talk about the people that are already included in this project. We talk about Kevin O'Leary. Okay, first off, Kevin O'Leary has a lot of demand behind him. A lot of individuals watch what he does because a lot of people think, once somebody is a billionaire from investing, they think that they're going to basically be the same thing just by following their moves, which is totally not the case. But I just want to say, with Kevin O'Leary comes a lot of retail investors, a lot of normie investors, a lot of people that don't know about crypto or don't even know about NFTs, and they will follow in his footsteps, come over to NFT.com, other than, for example, OpenSea, and utilize NFT.com that is already powered by Hedera Hashgraph. And we also talk about Paris Hilton. We talk about a lot of other, major individuals out there. When we're talking about 200,000 people that are going to basically be already signed up, and this product didn't even launch yet, that is huge, okay? That is massive. And again, it all takes me back to this and why NFT.com will be powered by Hedera Hashgraph. It's simple. It's because HBAR is a lot more efficient and a lot more scalable than something like Ethereum. So overall, I think that this is great. Now, we also talk about the growth of this market. We talk about 1,000x. All right, the NFT market could really grow by 1,000x. This goes back 22 days ago to September 5th. Now, why do you think NFTs are going to grow? Well, first off, NFTs aren't just, art that somebody threw up in about 5 seconds, or, digitally, for an example, the coded-based NFTs that have like a 10,000 collection or so that's all computer generated. We're not talking about that. We're talking about NFTs that have the possibility of growing day by day, which is more so for, we talk about non-fungible tokens in healthcare. We talk about it in DeFi. We talk about it in a lot of other things, but we're specifically going to be talking about collectibles market, right? We see the global collectibles market, including physical trading cards, games, toys, cars, and more, is a $370 billion market. In 2020, the global NFT market did about $338 million in transaction volume. Now, okay, very easy to do 1,000x because of that basis alone, but think about it like this. How big do you think digital comic books would be? Okay, I look at NFTs in a long-term basis of, what if at some point in time Marvel or, I don't know, DC, something like that, came in the space and launched their own digital comic book marketplace. Think about how massive that would be, because not only will it make the comic books extremely rare, but it will also march them into a modern age where they are collectible on an NFT market. And I think there could be some that are, extremely rare or just extremely common, similar to how comic books are nowadays, right? You pick up a comic book today, 20 years down the road, that comic book is worth $200,000. I think that that could be the same thing in the NFT marketplace, except on a wider scale. You could pick up something for maybe $2,000, and later down in the road, it could be worth $2 million or so. But when we talk about digitization and tokenization through NFTs and, the NFT marketplace and how it's going to grow, I think that a lot of people think that this is just going to grow off of speculation alone, but I think NFTs are going to march into the idea of becoming more and more acceptable by major markets, similar to healthcare, because we already talk about tokenization in regards to the healthcare scene from Hedera Hashgraph's standpoint, and I think that that could be the big basis for what is to come for Hedera Hashgraph. So overall, when we talk about the NFT marketplace, I think that it's going to explode coming down the road, especially when we go back to this and we talk about people like Kevin O'Leary that are going to basically be the face of NFT.com. And that's going to, bring in a lot of mainstream media demand as well as a lot of normie investor demand. And when we talk about NFT.com and we talk about the future of NFTs, I think that this is a market that's going to continue to grow year to year, and also a lot of people are going to be collecting this. I don't think that NFTs are going to be going anywhere anytime soon. I think that NFTs are going to grow more and more, especially considering the fact that we are getting rid of the main problem, which is Ethereum. I cannot wait for NFTs to come onto the Hedera network. Even going back to Solana, right? We know that Solana did its massive run off of the NFT token alone that they launched, or the NFT DApp, I should say, that they launched alone on their ecosystem. So when we talk about NFTs, we can even click here and go to NFTs and see how massive the NFT market is. A 29 point almost $5 billion market cap from all of the crypto assets alone that are in the space. We even see 3 point almost $7 billion in trading volume. And this is not even taking into accountability Ethereum and stuff. This is just off of the basis of NFT tokens alone. NFT tokens are going to explode in price. And when we talk about a lot of these NFT tokens, a lot of them aren't even listed in that NFT sector. So NFTs are something to not disregard. They are a huge giant in the making, and they're going to continue to prosper year to year, bull run to bull run. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.